Dear friends, today we will discuss transesterification reaction. This is a typical example of nucleophilic acyl substitution. So first let us see what transesterification is. So in this reactions, basically this reaction is shown by esters, and in this reaction, in transesterification reaction, one alkoxy group it substitutes for another. So and this reaction can be carried by under either acidic or basic conditions. So let me write the reaction. Suppose we have some ester RC double bond O R dash. So this is some ester. If we add some alcohol R dash OH, and as I have already mentioned you that this reaction can be carried out under acidic as well as basic conditions, OH negative, then the as per definition one alkoxy group it substitutes for another. So here this alkoxy group it will be substituted by this alkoxide group, so we will get RC double bond O O R double dash plus R dash OH. So as you can see it is a equilibrium reaction. Now depending upon which we require which ester, that we can control using Leach-Atiyeh principle. Let us suppose we require this ester, then we can make use of this alcohol as excess. If we make it more, then more of this will be produced, and so we can control the equilibrium by using large excess of desired alcohol, as I have shown you here, large excess of desired alcohol. Or another we can do by removing, the second approach is by removing the other alcohol. Now let us see if one way is to increase it, or another way is we can keep removing it. So that will also derive this equilibrium to this forward direction, and we will get more of this as it is a equilibrium reaction. And it is the typical example. If I have to, we can also have some example. Let us see any general example we can write. C double bond O O C H2 CH3, it is ethyl benzoate plus methanol in the presence of acid or base. So it can be it can occur under both acidic as well as basic conditions. So this group will be replaced by this group, that is transesterification. One alkoxide group is replaced by another alkoxide group, that is the definition of transesterification. You can see this group is being replaced by this group. So this is transesterification reaction. So this is the example, and this reaction is the example of we can say acid under acidic condition it will be called acid catalyzed, whereas under basic condition we can call it base catalyzed acyl substitution. So we will say nucleophilic acyl. Basically it is a nucleophilic acyl substitution reaction. It is a typical example of nucleophilic acyl substitution reaction which is being catalyzed by acids or bases. Now let us one by one discuss the mechanism. First I would like to discuss the mechanism of base catalyzed transesterification. Base catalyzed transesterification. Let us see the mechanism. You can have any ester, you can take general acid or you can take any specific acid. Just to make it easy, if we have some methyl benzoate Now the first step is addition of nucleophile. That is the first. We have done the general mechanism for these nucleophilic site substitution. The first is addition of nucleophile, and here nucleophile, let us take any general nucleophile alkoxide ion from alcohol, so it will attack here. So we will eventually uh, get this tetrahedral intermediate. So this is the general step in all these reactions. This is the first step, attack of nucleophile OCH3. So this is addition. So second is elimination, because nucleophilic acid substitution are example of addition elimination reaction. So elimination of leaving group. Let us see how it eliminates CO negative OR OCH3. This goes and this goes like this. So you can see overall there is a substitution of one alkoxide group by another alkoxide group, and the reaction is divided into two steps, addition of nucleophile and elimination of leaving group. So this is the mechanism under basic conditions. Now let us write mechanism for acid catalyzed transesterification. So again we have two similar steps here. The attack of nucleophile will be catalyzed by addition of acid. So first step, we can say this reaction is divided into two halves. So first part is acid catalyzed addition of nucleophile. Catalyzed addition of nucleophile. Let us see how does it catalyze. Suppose we have some ester. Again I will take the same example of as basic base catalyzed transesterification. Now here you will see that these carbon that is not that much electrophilic. If we have a weak nucleophile, like in this case today the nucleophile will be this alcohol ROH. This is our nucleophile. This is not a strong nucleophile, it is very weak nucleophile. So this does not attack very rapidly. So what we can do, we can increase the electrophilic character of this carbon. So that is increased by acid catalyst. So first step is addition of acid, or we can say protonation of this oxygen. So what we get, let us see, let me show you how it will increase the electrophilic character of this carbon. C double bond OH positive OCH3. Now this undergo a resonance, like you can show this resonance. You can see this carbon acquires a positive charge. So that is how the electrophilic character of this carbon is increased. Now even the weak nucleophile can attack here. So that is the purpose of acid catalyst. Basically it increases the electrophilicity of this carbon. Now I will just show here how it will be attacked. You can show to any attack of nuclear, either you can show here or show here, it is up to you. It goes here, it goes here, or you can also show it like this. It is totally up to you. You can directly show it like here, or you can show like this, because it is resonance stabilized. So eventually what will we get after this addition, we will be getting, so this is still the addition of nucleophile which is being catalyzed by acid OH OCH3. So we get ROH positive. Okay, that is your alcohol. So next step, you are all are aware, it will be deprotonation. So next step is deprotonation, because acid, we have to recover the acid because it is a catalyst. So that's why the catalyst is recovered in this step. This is a deprotonation. We get COH here, and OCH3 and OR. So that is what we get. This is your tetrahedral intermediate. That is a intermediate in this reactions, and the addition of nucleophile, it has been catalyzed by acid. So this is first step, addition of nucleophile to give you tetrahedral intermediate. Now from this tetrahedral intermediate we have to eliminate this leaving group that will also be catalyzed by acid. So second step is acid catalyzed, we will call it acid catalyzed elimination of leaving group. Let us see how it helps to eliminate the leaving group from this tetrahedral intermediate. So I will first write the tetrahedral intermediate that we have formed in our previous step. So this was our tetrahedral intermediate. Now the first step is protonation again, because that also, the elimination is also catalyzed by acid. So this gets protonated, the leaving group that we have to depart, we will do protonation there. OH, OR, then OH, CH3 positive. So in the next step this will come here and this will be eliminated. So what we will get, we will be getting this C double bond OH positive OR, and we plus with this we have CH3OH. Now next is elimination of proton from here. CH3OH, it helps to eliminate proton from here, this proton elimination. So we will get our ester. So this is the mechanism under acid catalyzed condition. So the mechanism is quite easy. So under basic conditions, as our nucleophile has a negative charge, so it was a strong nucleophile, so it could directly attack this carbon, and second step was elimination. Whereas under acidic conditions, the nucleophile alcohol being a weak nucleophile, so first step is protonation, it increases the electrophilic character of this carbon. So next steps are again similar. First we get tetrahedral intermediate, then the elimination of a leaving group also is catalyzed by acid, that is also acid catalyst. So these were the mechanisms under acidic as well as basic conditions. So acid catalysis is sometimes quite helpful under for preparing some substance, like the example is aspirin. So let us see some examples. Aspirin is a very common medicine, is made from salicylic acid and acetic anhydride. The generally when you mix these two reagents the reaction is very slow, but we can catalyze this by addition of sulfuric acid. It is, we will not call it a transesterification, it is a esterification sort of reaction. So addition of acid, it greatly accelerates this reaction. So that is how aspirin is prepared. So this is your salicylic acid. Okay, basically this is acetylation type of reaction, sort of reaction, and esters are the product. So anhydride is a good source of for acetylation, sulfuric acid, and the reaction is quite fast here. So we get aspirin here, OCO CH3 COOH. Here we get ester, and the reaction is quite fast. Now let us see the application. This reaction is very important, transesterification. Application of this reaction is manufacture of biodiesel. This reaction is used for the synthesis of biodiesel from basically the biodiesel preparation of biodiesel. It is a base catalyzed. The step is base catalyzed transesterification of cooking oil. Waste you can, because we used to use waste that is not used elsewhere, so to convert that into some useful products, that is a quite helpful reaction. The cooking oil, basically fats and oils, these contain the fats and oils, and these fats and oils, these are triesters of glycerol. These are also called triglyceride. Okay, triesters of glycerol, they are also called triglycerides. All the fats and oils, even in our body we have triglycerides. All the animal fats and oils, they contain these triglycerides. These have long chain fatty acids. Okay, these triglycerides, they have, I will write their structure: long chain fatty acids. Fatty acids are nothing but long chain carboxylic acids. These are also called fatty acids. So a base catalyzed transesterification using methanol. We use methanol and NaOH as a catalyst. It converts these oils to methyl esters of three individual fatty acids. So let us see. Let me write this reaction, then it will be quite clear to you. Let me write some what you call a triglyceride. First let me write a triglyceride. uh, as I have told you, triglycerides, they are uh, esters of triesters of glycerol. So this is a typically triglyceride molecule. So this is a triglyceride. You can say these a long chain, these are esters of long chain carboxylic acids. These are called fatty acids. Now if we react them with methanol, okay, 3 moles of methanol, and in the presence of alkali as a catalyst, so it will be a transesterification reaction. Here this group, it will go to, we will get ester of methyl ester. Basically we will get fatty acid methyl ester. We will get 3 molecules of this methyl esters. It is a transesterification. Instead of glycerol, now we have 3 individual molecules, one from this, one from this, and one from this. These are basically methyl esters. Okay, yes, plus we will get glycerol, and this process also produces glycerol. So these are called fatty acid methyl esters. So these molecules, these are basically our biodiesel. It is called FAME, which is fatty acid methyl ester. It is ester of methyl, and these are fatty acids. This functions as biodiesel, and we have to use waste cooking oil, not because cooking oil we use, then we will have food versus fuel competition. Use a waste oil that is not used for cooking, so that with the help of this process, so this is a transesterification reaction, very useful. We can get biodiesel. So this is the application of this reaction. So that was all for transesterification reaction. It is a quite easy reaction and a good example of acid and base catalyzed nucleophilic acid substitution reaction. Thank you very much for your kind attention.